It's Tanya, and a favourite is back. Yes, we are doing a sketch this week for the weekly challenge, so be sure to come and join us in the Facebook forum and play along. At first I thought that I was going to collect a whole bunch of the papers and make strips out of them to go along with the sketch, but then I realized as I was looking through my papers, and you'll see the moment is coming up soon, because actually what I was doing is collating all the sort of orangey colours, but then I noticed that paper and I thought, well, there we go, Tanya. What an easy thing to do, just cut it up and put the strips down the side in a configuration that you think looks nice, and Bob's your uncle, your layout is done. Which I duly did, but as this video is about 9 minutes long, it obviously wasn't as simple as that. So yeah, but it was super simple, super easy to just take these strips and kind of colour, not coordinate so much, but put them in a sort of colour pleasing fashion. And I did pay attention to what was on the strips, which you probably actually don't need to do, because it doesn't really make that much of an impact. But I am a bit of a word person, so I kind of like the meanings of the phrases and that to tie in with what my layout is. And you can see there I did briefly show you the photograph in the beginning. It's of my oldest daughter Jessica, and she doesn't like the photograph. I don't know what it is with kids, you do these layouts and you show them and they go, yeah, no, nice layout, but I really don't like the photograph. And then you think to yourself, but why not? I mean, I think it's a fantastic photograph. She looks very contemplative, and that ties in with my title. But you can't please everybody, can you? Actually, when I show them when I show them my layouts, the first thing they do is look at the photograph. They don't sort of, wax eloquent, and I'm just showing you my stitching. They don't wax eloquent on the design, and my colour choices and my bits and bobs that I'm using. But then that's why we have the scrapbooking community for that, don't we? That's where we know exactly what to say to each other to make ourselves feel good about our designs. So yeah. And I'm using that frame because my photograph is slightly bigger than the frame, and which is why I matted it on that black and white piece of paper. And yes, I don't know why I was being so thingied with my foam, I was being too lazy to get a new sheet out of the cupboard, so I was making that little bit that I had left on my table, I was making it and stretching it so that I didn't have to actually get a new sheet out. The things we do. But can we have a brief pause to look at my nail polish? If you are a long-time subscriber of mine, and even if you aren't, even if you're new, and if you are new, hi, welcome. I do not wear nail polish. I'm a very low maintenance girl when it comes to any of that kind of beauty treatments. But we went, I had a little bit of a windfall, and I think I might have mentioned it in a previous video. So I had a little bit of extra cash, and my youngest was going overseas to visit her father, so we decided to do a little girl day at the shop. So we went there and we bought some new clothes and things, and then I spontaneously said, why don't we go and have our nails done? And we did. I had just a normal manicure. They had fake nails put on, which they love. They are so in love with their nails, but I'm so in love with my nail polish. But it's been a week now, and it's already kind of looking at the point where it might need to be removed. So it was lovely while it lasted, but I don't think it's a regular thing I'm going to, not have a manicure done, because, I can't imagine having to spend quite not an inconsiderable amount of money each week to have your nails looking pretty. Yes, okay, I go and I have my hair done, but that's like every 6 to 8 weeks, so one can justify that expense. And I'm not very good at doing my own nail polish. Because my hands shake, so it just never looks good. But hey, I really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed the bonding moment, and I must say I just simply adore the colour that I chose. It's just gorgeous. So maybe I don't know, maybe once a month, once every 2 months one could do it. I'll have to think about it. But in the meantime, I have been going like a Boeing on this, and I've got my title there. And actually that's something I do a lot with those little square alphas that we get. I'll take a branding strip which doesn't have anything on it, and I make my words that way, and then I cut them out because then it makes them easier to adhere, and then they can be sort of semi in line, you know, if that is a consideration of yours. So yeah, my title is going A Quiet Moment Reflecting on the Simple and Sweet Things in Life, because she looks like she's doing that despite the fact that she doesn't like her picture. I think it looks wonderful. So there we go. And yeah, now I'm just putting stuff down, and I'm using a lot of these Pinkfresh Studio gorgeous gold elements. Oh, I love using these. We had something similar in a previous kit, and it was just beautiful. And you might be thinking to yourself, because I'm thinking it to myself, and I was at the time actually, that my photograph is kind of getting lost with the layout because of the brightness of the strips that I have going on the sides. But I do, at the end of the video, see, I do amend that by getting some white acrylic paint and making them fade into the background. So if that's a concern of yours right now, don't worry, I do fix it. It is not anything to be perturbed about right now. Not that I think any of you are, but I did just want to put it out there. And I love doing this, taking enamel dots and putting them on flowers and making them, you know, the flowers pop a little bit more. And yes, I did think about using the flare buttons, but then I changed my mind and decided to use these instead. So there was a lot of changing of minds, as is my wont. But yes, so what else can I tell you? Oh, shame. One should never start a sentence without shame. It's a very South African thing to do, actually. We say, ugh, shame to everything. I was wheeling my daughter, and she was, oh no, it was my father-in-law. It was, many, many years ago, when Jessica was she was about 3, I think. And he was pushing her in the pram on the beach, and every time he would walk past some ladies or something, they'd go, "Oh, shame, isn't she cute?" And he found that very odd, because yeah, we use "oh, shame" for everything. But this is actually a shame. My husband has had a back operation, so he's currently lying in a hospital bed. He's fine. Seems to be that the operation has been a huge success, but it's only like day 3. Yeah, it is. It's day 3. So, and based on my mother's very extensive experience of being in hospitals and having operations, day 3 is the worst. So yes, he did have a bit of a down day today, and in fact he passed out while they were going to take x-rays, which caused major concern naturally, but he said he's fine, and he's wearing this hospital gown. So as you know, with hospital gowns, yes, the privacy of one is not necessarily the best, but he doesn't mind. I think everybody else does, but he doesn't. So apparently they were very concerned about covering everything up while he was fainting. Oh, shame. He laughed, I laughed, it was all good. But yeah, so we're going through that at the moment, but he should be home in a couple of days, and then I will do my best to keep him happy, you know, bring him his beer while he's lying in bed. But yeah, I'm actually nearly coming to the end of this layout now. So hey, for once I had a lot to chat about. Gosh, that is a bit of a difference. Normally I'm struggling and deciding what to do. So yes, this is where I am taking the acrylic paint, and I had to take all my embellishments off that I'd, you know, hummed and hawed about putting on. And yeah, I'm just going to turn it down, and you'll see in the stills it actually makes a huge difference, and I really love how this layout has come out, so I'm super happy with myself. And I do hope you've enjoyed this. I do hope you'll check out the Facebook forum and come and join us on this weekly challenge. And oh, I did use one flare button, there we go. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and we'll chat again soon. Bye bye.